Okay, 10 seconds or less with the radio going, so I got the old flywheel off, new flywheel to go on. Here's the stator. That's all I'm going to show you guys and put it back together. Alrighty guys, so I got the flywheel changed, and I think as many of you guys can guess, and I kind of figured I was going to have to go this way, but I was trying not to. I had to switch the whole bearing plate, because basically I switched the bearing plate, stator, and the flywheel. Because this was a new style stator on a old style bearing plate, and basically the charging systems are different and the way they mount is different, and I have tried, and you can never get them perfectly centered between the flywheel. They always seem to rub one side or the other, so it's just easier. Switch the bearing plate, set the end plate on the motor, and we've done that. So where I'm at now is I'm going to hook up the multimeter, and I'm going to start this thing up and see if it's putting out AC voltage, and then see if it's charging the battery. If we have one and not the other, we'll figure it out. If we have both, we're doing pretty good, and then I'll button this motor back up. All I really got to do is put the cover on it, the flywheel screen, and I don't know if I will put the debris scraper off of that on there, but I probably will. It's a good idea because you can plug up the flywheel screen and not realize it, and then ruin a motor. Get it that hot and crack the block. So anyhow, let me hook this up, see what we get going on, and we'll go from there. Nice thing is I can test everything from here, but I'll have to test 12 volt at the ballast resistor for the coil. This must have an automotive coil on it. It's the only thing I could think of. So okay, here we go. Step one is here. I'm just gonna turn the key on and watch for a second and make sure nothing gets hot or starts smoking, because I have seen these be shorted out and do that. So I think we're good there. Pretty much in neutral. Let's see what happens. Plus thing is I saw 11 AC volts just cranking it. Yep, there's 22, 21, 19 just at idle, so I didn't really think about it, but the choke probably won't work, right? So, okay, so we got good AC voltage just at idle. Let me switch it over to the ballast resistor here, and we'll see if we got charge on the battery or not. Hold on. Okay, I got 11.84 sitting here at idle. I haven't revved this up yet, so. I would say we're still not charging. Huh. Plenty of AC power now. Let me go up to the battery, see what I got up there. Problem is, this battery is such a... You guys see it down in there? It's fun to get down in there, so. Hold on, let me get in there. Okay, up here at the battery, I'm seeing 12.42, 12.43 at idle. So, problem is this. I'm going to have to go back here to rev it up because I have the shroud off. Let me just rev it up once. See if you guys can stay in frame. Okay, I am going to say we are not charging yet. So, okay. I'm pretty sure I put a brand new voltage regulator on this, didn't I? Well, yeah, it's got higher voltage while it's not running. It's not charging. Okay, let me take the hood off of this thing and see what we got going on. Got to do some testing at the voltage regulator. Maybe not getting good AC power back up through. Who knows? Okay, actually I'm probably gonna put a bet on the voltage regulator, just because it's an older voltage regulator. I think I still have new voltage regulators yet. I think. Alright, let me test this. See if we got battery voltage with the key on, and see if we got AC voltage going in. If so, bad voltage regulator. I'll try a ground, but I think it's a bad voltage regulator. So, okay. Alrighty guys, just for its and giggles, I decided I'd throw a new voltage regulator in there and hook it up. Have a ground wire ran up to the battery. We're sitting at 12.87, 12.86 without it running there, which is actually really good. So, and I actually took a brief intermission in there. I went and ran chainsaw and high lift there for about an hour. Might be kind of charging because the voltage is going up. Let's see if this will work a little bit. I was trying to work the throttle on the dash, but still not hooked up. Alright, let me put you guys on the tripod. I'll rev it up and then just watch the video. I guess I could... Hold on. Hold on. I think it is charging though, because the voltage is coming back up on it slowly. It's up to 1260 now. Alright, let me start trying to hold you guys and lift the throttle. It's charging somewhat, but it's not charging a lot. Granted, I know that's not going to be a high output stator on there, but... Huh. Because here's my other curiosity. Lights work either direction? I only got one light on. It's hovering right about 1250. It's falling off a little bit. I can see it better than you guys can. That's weird. The highest I'm seeing while it's running is like 1250. Alright, let me go back to the stator here and the wires and stuff and see what I'm testing. I'll be back. I mean, it's not discharging, so that's a positive. Turn the lights back off. Turn the lights back off, it goes up to like 12.5, 12.6. So, let me see what I can figure out. Alright guys, this is really weird. I don't know if you guys, I just went back and watched some footage, but this side over here, when I put it on, was not barbecue colored. Now it is. So why the heck did it do that? I don't know. That's just weird. That is weird, guys. I'm debating about this splitting this side into two. When I test it, this side does have a high, it's a fairly low resistance to ground. I think it's something like 4 ohms or something. I don't remember. I was messing around with it, but it's going to ground. Why it's shorted, I don't know. I guess I'm gonna have to pull this stator off here and look at it some. It's just weird. Why am I having... It blew the fuse, is kind of what set me off looking for this sort of stuff. Yeah. I don't know what the heck is going on now. It's weird. I kind of thought something was off. The voltage regulator was getting hot, the new one. So it's always something, ain't it? The wire's not hot, here as I can tell. Granted, it hasn't been running for 10 or 15 minutes now, but if I put my hands on this, it feels lukewarm. Or this side over here doesn't even feel lukewarm. Always something, always something. Okay. Let me grab a screwdriver and pop these screws out of here. Maybe there's something obvious was rubbing or something. I don't know. Rubbing or short. See, right here looks like a ground wire. Maybe this was, I don't know. And this one here, if I test it, it's saying both sides go to ground. So, I don't know. Don't know. So I could try switching them for its and giggles, and what's the worst thing happens? It blows the fuse, right? Always something, guys. Always something. Alright, here we go. Time for me to quit talking about it. I know I don't have any more good stators either. This was what I ran into when I started troubleshooting this thing. The first time. Figured I'd have enough parts to do it. No. Everything wants to be a pain in my ass. I don't even think you can buy a brand new stator anymore. So, anyhow. It wasn't burned up before and it ran with this flywheel. This flywheel was part of that. Let's see, where is the keyway? It was over here to the right, about where it's at. So if anything, yeah, it would have been the lower ones. But I'm assuming that's where I pulled it, and that's why it touched them. I don't know. Just weird. Just weird. Okay, I found another stator. It looked like it was off a KT or a Magnum. And at idle here, it's putting out around 13, you know, around 14 or 13 AC. I'm just going to lay this down because it's just easier. So, it looks like anywhere between 11 and 30 volts AC, so this thing ought to charge. Of course, I said that with the last one too. Well, for its and giggles, let me just hook up the old voltage regulator again, see what happens. Okay, so I got it plugged into the old voltage regulator, see if the fuse pops instantly or not. Does not seem like it. See if it goes up to 1230 just sitting here at idle. It's only putting out like 11 AC volts or something is what I was saying. Alright, I might as well just rev it up. The answer to the question is no, it's still not charging. What's the amp gauge say here? Right about 0? Okay. Alright, let me put that new voltage regulator in line, just see what we get again. Okay. Here's with that new voltage regulator. 1235, 1236. The amp gauge is showing about 1 amp positive. That's about what I'm seeing. It's already going up to 3.6. Let's rev it up and see. So it's not exactly like an amazing charging system, but it is charging fairly decent, missing one magnet, so that'll be enough to at least keep the battery maintained, even if I let it sit here and idle. Let's see, what does the amp gauge do if I rev it up? So pretty much the amp gauge is reflecting what I'm seeing in the battery voltage, so I'd say we finally got her. Finally. So much for being a half-hour project. Took me pretty much all afternoon, you want to say. But half of that was rooting around for more stators and just testing stuff, because it started testing differently and drove me crazy. So I don't know. I'm just not 100% sure what happened there. Why this did that. I don't know. Because it kind of looks, see, there's a shiny spot there, but now it's hard to tell because he heated that stuff up and then it'll peel off. Coating on them, so I don't know. It works now. Get this stuff put back together. Obviously I'm going to have to mount said voltage regulator, but that is no problemo. Might have to drill another hole in the dash. I'll just mount it with one. That'll be fine. It'll be Gucci. It'll be Gucci. Gucci shoes. So rule of thumb. Had bad voltage regulator. Bad flywheel magnets and bad stator. Total garbage whole way around. But now, at least while it's running, it should maintain its own battery voltage, and it was at least putting 10 amps in there without trying too hard. I didn't run it with the lights on or anything, see what it will drain it down to, but it is at least charging and will be satisfactory, we will say. So, alright guys, thanks for watching. Catch everybody in the next one. Later. Charging system woes. It's never as easy as you think. So, ready for dinner too. I might just slap the shroud back on real quick, and I can throw the bolts back on later. Yeah, you know. Alrighty there guys, so I actually forgot to take a video of this, so this is like a video to finish the video after the other videos. But anyhow, got it all put together, the hood's on, and I put some shrink wrap on these connectors here. You guys thought I was just going to let them flap in the wind, didn't you? I probably am going to put some zip ties on these just to, just to tie them over here to the starter wire or something, perhaps like a so, just to clean it up a little bit. But everything works pretty decent, near as I could tell. I did take it out and use it, which you guys will see in the next clip after this, and had a couple little issues come up, but nothing well. So one thing was kind of major, but it wasn't too bad. All the bolts that hold the transmission to the frame actually were loose. After the last clip, or after this next segment here, whenever I went to engage the clutch to go forward, the whole thing bucked a little bit, and then I drove it up to the shop and realized all the bolts were loose and tightened up all the bolts. So no harm, no foul there. Still need to tighten up the right hand brake a little bit. The left hand brake I got grabbing real good. The right hand brake, not so much yet. So I'm going to readjust that. And also the other thing I noticed, I don't know if you guys have ever noticed, but this thing has like a really weird idle. Sometimes it'll idle really low, idle really high. Hopefully you guys can see how much play is in this throttle shaft. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to put either like a O-ring or like a piece of rope or string or something wrapped around the shaft just to get a good seal in there. What it is, the bushings are just beat out of this carb. You figure this carb is over, boy, this carb is every bit of 50 years old, right? Even if you go from 1970, yeah, it'd be 53 years old if this is the original carb to this motor. So can't really blame it for being a little worn out, you know. So I did tighten it up to the shaft, and that helped a lot. So that's something I think I'm going to work on here tonight. Going to take that off, and if I can find an O-ring to put on there, I'll put an O-ring on there. If I do a little bit of gasket maker or something, that's what I'll do. So that being said, guys, that's pretty much going to be it. And maybe in the next segment here, I'll drag the deck over and actually check them spindles out. I haven't done that, but something for next time. So later, guys. Thank you for watching. Have a great one. Stay safe out there. Alright, working the 67 430 a little bit. Got me another drag of wood. I don't know if you guys can see or not, but my ratchet strap is just barely hanging on. There's another one.